Okay, let's start this again. I'm in San Cristobal, Chiapas, Mexico, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Tartaria, hopefully. Obviously, this is pre-Columbian, and one of the most glorious cities, 3,000 meters in elevation, very cold up here in Mexico. So I did do a live 3 days ago from here, and now I'm going to go to the cathedral. Hopefully I can get in and just show some of the beautiful scenes from this beautiful Tartarian city, one of the jewels of Mexico. So let's go up these steps. Sorry about the last live I just did. David, my friend, was filming and something went wrong. So let's start all that again, and then hopefully we can go for a little bit of a drive around the city. Wow. Up the steps, there's the tower and the bell, the Taurus and the bull, the Torah and the Bible. It's always the Tor and the bull, the hyperbola and the Taurus field. And that's what the churches represent, the Taurus field and the hyperbola. Bell tower, bull tor. That's all it is. Every cathedral, every church has a bell and a tower to represent the magnetic energy of the Taurus field. Whew. And it looks like it's closed, but today we'll tell you that this was built by the Hispanics and that you can take it as pure BS. They did not come here to build Mexico up. They came here to steal and tax the people. Hola hermano, ¿hablas español? Bueno, ¿cómo se puede ir adentro? ¿Está cerrado? Pucha. Bueno. Think so? ¿Eres de aquí? ¿De dónde? Oh, wow. ¿Viajaste por coche? Avión. Yo soy de Australia. Sí. Pero hay muchos argentinos ahí. Sí, tengo un montón de amigos. Melbourne. And look what we have over here, folks. You get close up. Inri. Fire, air, water and earth. And this of course is all Jesuit controlled. This is pre-Columbian. No conquistadors came here to make these buildings. They came to steal them. And I'm just so sorry that we can't get in. It would be glorious inside. Everything's caged up. Look at that beautiful dome. Horse and carts built that? Nah. Absolutely no way. So this is one example. This is not such a great building, exemplary of Tartaria, but San Cristobal is pretty humble, but you can see the Tartarian influence there. That cross there is called the Chacana, the 8-spoked wheel. So the horizontal bar is the equinoxes, the vertical is the solstices, and the square in the middle, or the 4 points, intermediary points there, they are the cross-quarter days. So you'll notice it's all about the sun, the ecliptic, magnetism, the science of magnetism. And they all have the tower. There's the glorious sun in the heavens, our Father who art in heaven. And there is the beautiful, massive doors, giantesque. And there's the tower and the bull, the Taurus and the hyperbola, the Torah and the Bible. And that's all it is. Hope the volume's good, because for some reason, every time I do a live, people complain that they can't hear it. I'm going to go back down the steps. This is my daily exercise. When I was younger, I would walk on my hands down steps. Very muscly. But these days, I don't have enough muscle in my arms to walk on my hands even, just for a few seconds. But anyway. So this is San Cristobal and Chiapas. Chiapas has the most indigenous people in all of Mexico. And the Zapatistas are here. They are they come from the individual Zapata, who early in the 19th century was a revolutionary and tried to rid the Mexicans of the Jesuit Inquisition. And of course they killed him. Just like Ned Kelly in Australia, just like Jesse James, and all of those outlaws, right? So, beautiful, narrow streets, all cobbled, all pre-Columbian. And there's the Chicana again, right on that building. And on top you can see the toroidal field. Everything's toroidal. It's all about the torus field. All those symbols, all symbols come from the torus field. All of them. All numbers, all letters of every alphabet. Chinese, Arabic, English, no matter what. It's all from the torus field. Okay? Tor, Jupiter, or Thor, or Arthur and his 12 knights, it's all about magnetism. God is magnetism. So I'm going to get back in my little car, my little tracker, and there's David waiting for me faithfully. I'm going to hand over the phone to him while I drive, and we're going to go around in the streets of Mazunte. Hola, David.
Hello.
Hello. That's
Quédate en casa.
Quédate en casa. Stay at home. Wear your mask. Why are you traveling around? Huh? Quédate en casa. Alright, I'll give you the phone. Tómalo. Okay, let's go for a drive.
¿Cómo puedo grabar en vivo en Facebook?
Yo,
¿Cómo lo hago?
¿lo quieres hacer tú también?
¿Cómo hago eso?
Ay, ok. Tú filmas. ¿Cómo? Déjame la página. Facebook Live. En vivo. Permitir. Pues tú estás plan, pero
Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde San Cristóbal de las Casas. Parece baldía, vacía. Todo el mundo tiene miedo. Creo que han hecho muy bien su trabajo los poderosos del mundo. Meter el miedo, poner cubreboca para que te asfixies con tu dióxido de carbono, refugiarte en casa para que te deprimas y bajes tu defensa, para que...
there's the Chicana, folks. That's the Chicana again. It's all over the place.
para que el coronavirus ataque tu sistema inmune y te lleve a la depresión y a la muerte. Eso está muy bien planeado, está muy bien realizado, todo lo que hacen los gobiernos mundiales. Yo le digo a todos, salgan de casa, quítense el cubreboca, dejen el miedo, porque el miedo hace que bajen tus defensas, el miedo hace que tus defensas sean débiles, el cubreboca hace que te absorbes tu dióxido. Entonces es una trampa mortal para que tú te mueras. Quieren disminuir la población para ellos hacerse más ricos y tener el poder y el control de la humanidad. Después de toda esta pandemia, de todo este miedo que han inculcado, van a sacar las vacunas para que realidad fue planeada la vacuna para meter ya el control y el nuevo orden mundial controle a la humanidad en la Tierra. Y muchos países han caído en su juego de estos dueños del planeta. Yo les quiero comentar que el dueño de este planeta es Dios, no la humanidad. Más bien tengan temor a Dios y no a la humanidad, no al gobierno mundial. Ellos no son dioses, solamente están haciendo su trabajo y hacerte creer del coronavirus. No te confíes, piensa en lo que yo te digo. Ánimo a todos, salgan de casa, hagan su vida normal, quiten su cubrebocas, porque eso daña más la salud. Y entre más ánimo y más fuerza tengas, el coronavirus no va a poder hacer nada en tu vida. Nada lo va a poder hacer. Te lo digo. Buen día, mexicanos.
Dame el mío. ¿Sabes cómo cerrarlo? Te dice los botones al bajo, a la derecha. No, así.
Finalizar, ¿no?
Finalizar
Ya le doy.
y share, compartir. Hay otro botón que dice compartir. Ok.
Ya lo
No, rétalo. Eso. Okay. All right, let's keep going. There's another church on the hill.
¿Y ahí qué dice agregar? ¿Qué hago?
No, vete a tu página y lo vas a ver. No, yo lo tengo. Está bien. ¿Puedo ir enfrente?
No.
¿De dónde voy?
A la izquierda. Me puedo ir a mi página como aquí dice cancelar y querer agregar.
Agregar.
Ya. Me voy a mi página, ¿no?
Sí.
¿Dónde está mi página?
¿Quiere que te demuestre? Quiero ir a la derecha hasta la montaña, hay otra iglesia antigua, si puedo.
Sí puedes, pero dale. Acá.
No,
No, dale más adelante. Voy a tener muchos likes.
sí.
¿Y luego qué pasa con eso?
Look at the beautiful buildings, folks. Pre-Columbian, they call this a colonial town. Deception on steroids. This was here way before the conquistadores. They came to steal and plunder the riches of Mexico and keep them in poverty. Sorry about the moving hands. I'm doing this while I'm driving. try and get to the other church up there on the hill there. As you can see, another pre-Columbian. Mira, ¿cómo ir a la colina?
¿Pero a cuál colina quieres ir?
A la izquierda.
Ah, pues dale, ahí una entrada a la izquierda le pegas. Mientras voy a seguir grabando. Estamos otra vez grabando en vivo aquí desde Cristobal de las Casas. Miren las calles que tenemos vacías. Pueden seguir observando San Cristobal de las Casas. Voy a quitar tu chamba.
Pre-Columbian, Tartaria.
Hola amigos, buenos días a todos los que están mirando este video. Estoy compartiendo un hermoso video para que vean
San Cristobal de las
Casas, para que reflexionen. Vean qué hermoso es.
This is where the Mayas are, people. This is the Mayan
Aquí están los museos
Maya.
de los mayas. Mira, este señor no piensa en un cubrebocas, solamente está
That's
pensando
where we're going, up there.
en una historia de cómo
And of course, Cristobal, Bal is the hyperbola. Why is Christ called Baal? Why is Christ called Baal when the scripture says, what does Christ and Baal have in common? Well, because Christ is the atom, the torus field, and Baal is the hyperbola. There's only one God, folks. It's the torus field, the atom. All is atom.
Cristobal es un pueblo que no ha habido muertes de COVID, muy limpio. Hemos platicado con 2 o 3 personas que dicen que solamente llegó una orden para que ellos usen cubrebocas. Han cambiado mucho, desde ayer a hoy han cambiado mucho. No ha habido filtros ni nada. Has podido entrar en tiendas sin cubrebocas, pero de ayer y a hoy
Perdón, amigo.
han cambiado mucho las cosas y les han hecho poner cubrebocas.
¿Se puede?
No vas a poder entrar por ahí.
No. Went the wrong way.
Quédate ahí, sube caminando al cerro.
Okay. Eso significa que tú no tiene barras, no tiene recepción. Espera un poco, cuando salimos va a recuperar. ¿Cómo hago yo? Cerramos la puerta. Okay. So, let's just leave the car. Lock the door. Let's go for a little walk. Way. ¿Tienes energía? Let's go. Pre-Columbian Tartaria. Anda, David.
Llegó Santos,
Ay,
toma esa energía,
muy bien.
cómo va subiendo esa escalera.
Bueno, despacito, ¿no? Suavecito.
Bien, mi hermano.
Suavecito vamos. Slowly we go. Suavecito vamos. Suave, suave. Uy. Okay. So let's see what's down here. Nada. Whew. Okay. Oh. No. Whoa. Anda, gordito. It's fat and skinny climbing the hill. David is the fatty, the gordito. Pero tiene mucha energía este tipo. Vamos, carnal. ¿Estás filmando? What will happen tomorrow, Aldo? Tomorrow will be the solstice, a portal, a great portal will open up for humanity. The sun has reached the Tropic of Cancer. There's the other church I was at just before, folks. There it is. Alright, we're going to the one opposite, and I'm sure there'll be a road connecting them on a ley line. So tomorrow the sun enters Cancer. Hermana, ¿cómo se puede ir a la iglesia aquí? ¿Por aquí? ¿Está abierto? ¿Por qué? ¿Por la cuarentena? Shit. Again. So that church will be closed for the quarantine. They're still closed here. You would never expect San Cristobal to conform so heavily to the coronavirus bullshit. Notice how I called it coronavirus. I'm actually saying it in a Spanish freaking been saying it so many times. Let me see if I can get those houses on the hill. There, that's what I want, up there. It's hard to see when there's the sun glaring. If only you could see the glory of the way they build on these mountains. This is 3,500 meters, I think, in elevation. Very cold up here, although today's hot. Alright, let's keep going. Up the hill we go, David, come on. Andare, Ippa. Fuerza. Good exercise. So tomorrow the sun hits the Tropic of Cancer. It reaches Jerusalem on top of the mountain, where Jesus climbs on top of the mountain to enter Jerusalem on 2 donkeys. Why would you be riding 2 donkeys? Well, because there are 2 donkeys, 2 asterisms in Cancer called the donkeys. Asinellus borealis and Asinellus australis, the northern donkey and the southern donkey. So that's why Jesus, the sun, rides on 2 donkeys, not on 1. Oh, David, dale, mira, qué fuerza que tienes. And so it'll all be downhill. Sun will be waning, but this is what's going to happen. Once the sun hits the Tropic of Cancer and it wanes, it will also bring all the planets, Venus and Mercury especially, waning with them. So there's the beautiful center of San Cristobal. Señora, para ir a la iglesia, ¿por aquí o por ahí? Gracias. Tenemos que ir por aquí. Uf. See, David just said he's going to become a vegan so he can have energy. I told him if you want real human diet and energy, go vegan. Because meat just makes you lethargic. Look at all the animals that eat meat. Lions, they sleep 23 hours a day. Look at animals that eat grass. Horses, they sleep on their feet. You never see them resting. 24 hours a day on their feet. And guess what the horses have got? Horsepower. You don't talk about lion power. No. Horsepower, because they have stamina. Lions run for 2 minutes, sleep for 4 hours. Horses run for 4 hours, rest for 3 minutes. Okay? Simple. Why is it that animals are smarter than humans? A horse doesn't go looking for animal bum when it gets hungry, because animal bum is not its diet. It's grass. It's a vegan. It's a vegan animal. Then you get all the stupid, half-witted, half-codded, half-cocked, bloodlust gluttons called corpse eaters who say, oh, well, did God make a mistake when he made animals that eat? Yeah, some animals eat animals. That's their business. Humans do not. Humans eat grass, like horses. And the ones who do eat grass have horsepower. And the other ones are fat, ugly, and stupid, the ones who eat corpses. Just look at them. When I see meat eaters, I just see fat, ugly, and stupid people with stinky corpse breaths and pig bum farts. So, there you go. That's all I've got to say about that. When you're vegan, you can go forever. 57, never had a disease, had one headache when I was a little boy, and apart from that, I've been perfectly healthy. So, long live the true human diet, folks, and all you vegans who are listening, keep going. Never look back and compromise your eternal, glorious future. Because if you take one bite of flesh, you will compromise that. As Buck says, those who eat animals will reincarnate as an animal and will be eaten to experience the same murder and plunder and exploitation of animals that they dish out to animals. So good luck on your bum diet. You are what you eat. And of course, if you eat rotting corpse, you are a rotting corpse. Let the dead bury the dead. Oh, I love being vegan. And I love tormenting the bum eaters. There you go. Let's go and have a look. Up we go, up the steps. Vegan diet. Stamina. Here's a lady doing her meditations, listening to music. Alright, pre-Columbian. Let's go around. Just going to put the phone down a minute and then take one shirt off. I'm getting hot. Of course, all vegans are already hot and sexy. So when you're hot and sexy and you walk a lot, you get hotter and sexier and more intelligent because you live by the human diet, vegetarian. Then you get these idiots who say, oh yes, but there's no culture in the humanity that was vegan. Wrong. Wrong. Totally, absolutely, totally wrong. And stupid ass comment. In all the scriptures it tells you that once upon a time there was no flesh eating. And even the Bible, the Garden of Eden diet, supposedly for 1600 years there was no bum eating. Bum eating started after, oh shit, tripped over this. Son of a, and now I'm bleeding. Ay. That'll teach me for not looking and tormenting the bum eaters. Oh. So look at all these glorious little places here, all pre-Columbian. Ouch, that hurt. Let's see if I can get it better. There you go. I'd like to know what this is called. Ay. Me duele. Poor little me. So there you go. Now, as I said, there will be a road connecting the two churches. It doesn't look like it. That's beautiful. Ouch, my foot hurts. Down back the steps we go. So greetings to all you intelligent, sexy vegans out there. Now I'm limping. And where did that church go? Alright, well, there goes my theory about the ley line connecting the two churches. Although there is one there. There's one there, right by that tree. No, right there. There then there is that one. But the one on the hill, where's that gone? There it is. Okay. So there you go. Alright, so that's San Cristobal. I might just keep this live going for a bit. See where my friend David is as I limp down the hill again. All the way down to my car. So I always like to point out to Christians especially who think they're so smart when they say, oh yes, but God said we can eat animals. No, God didn't say. And the Bible doesn't say anything. What's in the Bible is written. It's not talking. The Bible does not talk. It does not speak. So you can't say the Bible said. Okay? That's why Jesus, when he quoted the Bible, he said, it is written. Your prophets said, as it is written in the scriptures. What is sacred writ is not sacred speak. Okay? So when they quote the Bible, these dumb Christians, and say, oh yes, but God said we can eat the Bible. Well, it is written in the Bible, thou shalt not kill. How do you eat turkey bum, fish bum, cow bum without murdering or killing the animal first? You're a killer. And all sacred scriptures say, thou shalt not kill. So I often tell these Christians, well, when the world was in the golden age, what were they eating? Go back to the Garden of Eden. Yeah? Fruit. For 1600 years. Now all that history is wrong, of course. I'm not quoting the Bible as though it's literal and it's linear in its historic rendition. No. But the Bible is literary, but it is containing truths in a nutshell, explaining how the hows and whens and whys of everything, not in a literal linear manner, but in a way so that we can have wisdom, so that we can have perspicacity, so we can have clear understanding. Humans were only eating fruits for thousands of years, and they were healthier, they were living longer. And when the Bible says you can, these are the animals you can eat, it's not speaking about literal animals. It's speaking about animals of the emotional and mental nature of the fallen mankind. After the flood, man had fallen, and he had a different nature. Man had a lower nature. He was more carnal. He was less intelligent and less connected to God, to magnetism, the magnetic field. And so what the scriptures are saying is not to eat those animals, to consume. You can consume certain animals, certain emotions, and certain thoughts which will not lead you to hell. Whereas if you indulge in other animals of lust and greed and avaricity and laziness and all of this, then yes, you will fail in your ascension process. So those animals are figurative, they are not literal. Just go and seek all the great Jewish scholars of the last 2,000 years. They will tell you why the Bible is saying you can eat certain clean animals, but you can't eat unclean animals. It's not speaking about literally eating them. It's speaking about your mental and emotional diet, what you consume mentally and emotionally. Some things are forbidden. Why? Oh, shit. Sorry, I thought I lost my keys. Alright, so back down the hill. So when you know how to read the scriptures and you know your hermeneutics and exegesis correctly, you do not stumble in stupidity and get led astray by the false pastors who are gluttonous, bloodlust gluttons. Because, as all the philosophers have said, when you indulge in flesh eating, you are a glutton, and gluttons will not inherit God's kingdom. God's kingdom is the internal peaceful world which dwells in you, which causes you to ascend. So, there you go. I know a lot of people won't understand what I'm saying and won't care for that information. Hola amigo, ¿qué tal? Aquí. Bueno. Sí, que ¿viene? Sí. ¿Cómo te llamas? Artemio. Artemio, como la diosa Artemis. Eso, mira tú. ¿Y qué es esta planta que tienes en tu gorra? En tu gorra. Es cannabis. Marihuana. Eso, ¿lo fumas? Es bueno para ti, hombre. Sí, yo lo tomo. Sí, porque te hace bien. Sí, cómo no. Tómelo de vez en cuando. Marihuana esta. Sí. El vido no sé, pero cannabis. El cannabis es muy bueno. ¿Y qué estás haciendo con la madera? Quitándole los clavos. Chido. Sí. ¿Tu descendencia es de los maya? ¿De qué descendencia? Ajá. Ajá. No. Chichimecas, toltecas. Un montón de pueblos. Ajá. No. Sí. Sí. En Palenque, sí. Fuimos a Palenque ayer para ver. Veracruz. Sí. Sí, claro. Ajá. Ajá. Sí. No. Sí. Eso, hermano. Bueno, Artemio, te saludo. Tenga un buen día, hermano. Que le vaya bien. Y mira aquí que dice, la sancionara a la persona, se sancionara a la persona que se sorprenda ingiriendo bebidas alcohólicas, drogas o tirando basura. Okay, I thought that was a coronavirus. Chao, Artemio, que le vaya bien. Okay, down the steps we go again. Beautiful little houses here perched on the hill, all pre-Columbian. Down we go. How's my little foot? Oh, poor little foot. That did hurt. I ain't joking. Alright, back in the little tracker. 4-wheel drive. And where did my friend David go? Oh no. Uh-oh. I lost him. Okay, well I might shut this off now. I'll call my friend David. I don't know where he's gone. There's the glorious steps we went up, and there's Artemio on the top. Taking the nails out of the wood. Alright friends, so I hope you enjoyed that. I might do another quick one in a few minutes. We're going to skedaddle back to Oaxaca now. It's a 9-hour drive. We went to Palenque and failed to get in. We had a guide who was going to bring us, but the other part of the crew decided to go back, and I didn't want to pay 4,000 pesos, which is like a couple $100, just to see the pyramids of Palenque. I'm the only one who had money. Everyone else is poor and broke. And I thought to myself, no, I'll wait till the quarantine's over, then we'll go back to Palenque, because I'm heading to the Yucatan to see Chichen Itza. And on the way I'll go through Palenque. I'm going to hang out with some people in the Yucatan that follow syncretism. And I'm out for now. Once I get in the car, I might just do a few more if we find some more pre-Columbian Tartarian examples. So what I might do now is see if David is coming. Oh, great. So I just called my friend whilst I put the live on pause, so I might sit here for a minute and get some questions. Let's have a look. What do we got? Alright, go back. Hey Star, I thought you were very ill last year. Sounds like you are very well now. Let me tell you, Star, I get tortured 3 times a week. I get sleepless nights, at least 3 nights a week for the last 10 years, where I itch all night long and I wake up looking like a ghost, where I itch and my heart palpitates, my lungs are restricted for air, and I'm sure a lot of it is 4G and 5G technology, number one. Secondly, it could be certain foods which have glyphosate, because I can't always get organic food, vegan food, wherever I go, and that triggers off whatever it is inside that is causing this. And also, it's mental. I'm aware of that. I'm sure that is part of the problem. And there are other factors. But today, I had a good night's sleep last night. And whenever I have a good night's sleep, I only need one good night's sleep, and I'm like invincible. Nothing can stop me. My energy is unbounded. But when I don't sleep, that's it. I have to write off that next day. So yesterday was a write-off. David was driving from Palenque to San Cristobal, and that's what happens. It's been my life for the last 10 years, folks. That's why sometimes on some of my videos I look like death warmed up, and other times, well, you know, I just get by. So let's see what other comments. But as long as you keep plant-based, you will always have energy. You will. You will not fail, folks. The people who are failed vegans, that's because they are failures. Like someone who goes to university and doesn't get his matriculation. Well, he can't turn around and blame the university, because others have got their matriculation. If you're lazy and you don't do your studying and your homework, you're going to fail. And that's the same with veganism. I see a lot of vegans who eat a lot of this vegan agenda food, you know, from Bill Gates, Beyond Meat, and they're eating all these chocolates and sweets and processed stuff, and they think that's how a human should eat. No, first of all, you grow your own garden, and you eat dandelions from your back garden, and you eat stuff that hasn't been tampered with genetically, and that's what I do. And that's why I'm a ball of energy. I can outrun any meat eater. Absolutely, like a horse can outrun a lion or a panther or any other flesh-eating animal. Absolutely. Even a cow. So let me sit here in the shade, under this beautiful little tree, nice and tended to. Alright, let's see what else we got. is great, folks. Simon, it's yeah, it's hard. It is a little bit rarefied, but I'm not having any struggles. As long as I sleep well, I'm good. I love Mexico. I'm in the process of getting my. I'm going to become a Mexican, folks. I've been here for 4 months. I've got 2 more months on my visa, and David, my friend here, knows how to get me to become a Mexican. He's done the paperwork before for other people, and I'm going to be a Mexican. Isn't that true, David? Me vas a hacer los papeles para ser mexicano, ¿no es verdad? Yeah. He works in the tourism industry here in Oaxaca, and he's a very, very good friend of mine, helping me every day. ¿Qué tiene este? No, este no tiene natural. Okay, let's have a look. The Essenes. I haven't got much to say about the Essenes, only to say that Esa is the way in Aramaic you say Jesus. Esa Cristo. So the Essenes, which were around for thousands of years before the supposed historical Jesus BS story of the Romans, they were loving Jesus, Esa, for thousands of years before the Romans invented the literal story of Jesus. So that's what Esa means, Jesus. Jesus Cristo. Okay? Huge doors, yes, huge doors on those buildings. Let's go and have a look at this one. Just notice this one. And you know what the cross is, folks? It's the hyperbola. The vertical member of the cross is the hyperbola, and the horizontal member is the plane of inertia. It's teaching you about the science of atum, Thomas, Tammuz. In Babylon, they called this Tammuz. And you can see the 3 lotuses on the ends of those. That's because that is also representing the Taurus field. There's the tower and the bell, the Taurus and the bull. And you see all of this is all magnetism, folks, the science of magnetism. See those little squirrely lines there? Looks like the symbol of pedophilia. No, it comes from the hyperbola. That's the rotating field of magnetism. Hey Jerry, towers to the domes. Yes, Jerry DeCamp. Towers to the dome, always. Towers to the dome. There's always a dome, there's always a tower. Let me just perch myself up on here and see if there's a dome. Not in this one, but we did see on the other ones. But there you go. There's the buttresses, small buttresses. And these are all edifices for going in to learn the science of magnetism, folks. God is magnetism. The demiurge is electricity, the Son of God, the second God. The first God, the source, is magnetism, because white light is the source of all things. White and black light. See the white and black yin and yang, which produces the red and blue a la Korean flag yin and yang. And so what you have is 2 gods, the white and black yin and yang, dielectricity and magnetism, black light and white light. And then you have red shift, blue shift, electricity. There are only 3 field modalities in the universe of the ether field: dielectricity, magnetism, electricity. That is the Trinity of God. The sooner you know this, and it's all in my videos, in my All is Atum videos, the sooner you learn this, the sooner you will master all things. There is only dielectricity, magnetism, and electricity. Electricity is the effect, dielectricity and magnetism are the cause. They do not vibrate, they radiate. Magnetism radiates, electricity vibrates. Magnetism is the longitudinal wave, standing wave, scalar wave, whatever you want to call it. Electricity is the transverse Hertzian wave, and it does hurt. So, radiate from your hearts, build your torus fields. How to increase your spirituality is to go into your heart where your heart radiates with magnetism, and your beat your beating heart, which pulsates, is the pulse of the universe. The pulse of the universe is magnetism. When you nourish your heart with spirituality and truth, your heart will radiate along the horizontal plane more and more, and we are all connected through our hearts on this horizontal plane, stationary earth, friends. You cannot radiate with all the hearts of the earth on a ball, on a Santa ball. You can only be connected to everyone else on the horizontal earth in which we live. So nourish your hearts with the truth of magnetism and how to build up your torus field so that it radiates more and more, and so that you are a glowing being of fire and light and sound, sonoluminescence. And you can learn how to do this on the path of ascension on my in all of my products. It's in every one of my videos. There are keys and teachings of how to ascend. Vamos, David. Listo. We're ready to go. So I'm just going to hop in here and maybe just film a little bit more. So let's go.
Ya, deja de grabar porque aquí hay calles
¿Ah?
muy cerradas.
La calles. Ok. Vamos a ver. Abre la ventana. Whoa. Mexico is so beautiful, man. I'm so glad I'm going to become a Mexican.
Muchos me respondieron cuando les dije que salieran de casa, que se quitaran el cubrebocas. Tengo muchos problemas ahora.
Quítalo, sácalo de tu video.
Aquí,
Sí. No, es fácil. Mira, abre la página. Ábrelo. ¿Dónde está? Quítalo pronto.
¿cómo lo quitamos?
Ve a la página, ve a tu página.
¿Cómo voy a mi página? Ahí está mi página.
Aquí. Esta es tu página. Ok, David Mendoza. Vete aquí. Ah, no, espera. Déjame ver. Los 3 botones, eliminar. Guárdalo y edítalo, elimínalo. Elimínalo. Eliminar.
Ya.
Espera. Elimina este. 3 puntos, eliminar. Eliminar. ¿Aquí? ¿No? Ok, pero ¿qué pasa? No lo toca, no lo abres, ciérralo. 3 botones, elimina, elimina. 3 botones, elimina. Ok. ¿Me tienes esto, por favor? Porque aquí no tienen evidencia. ¿Tiénemele? En el tuyo no. No, porque yo no lo digo. Yo nunca digo estas cosas. Pero yo lo dije. Sí, no importa. No tienen evidencia. No, porque lo quitaste. Hasta que ellos lo encuentran, va a tardar. Filma cosas bonitas. Ok, regresándonos a la ciudad.
Casa. ¿A qué vamos a la ciudad?
Vamos a hacer Leonardo, y si él no ha preparado la cita, nos vamos, ¿ok? Es bueno que lo dijiste, pero es bueno que lo quitaste. Así no tienen evidencia. Ellos tienen que mostrar la evidencia a las autoridades que él no tiene. ¿Entiendes? So we're just going to go back into town, into the historical part of town. Notice the word historical. rather than Tartarian, just to fool the people. ¿Qué haces? Dale. Dime dónde girar. Ahí más adelante. Aquí sí. Adelante.
En la próxima entrada va a ser a tu izquierda, ¿ok? Dale, dale, dale. Sí, sí.
All right, one more little tour of the town. Oh, mira esta. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, we're gonna check out another one. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. Look at that. Okay. Tower to the dome. Jerry, thank you for your wisdom, brother. So just driving past, I saw this one. I mean, these buildings are all over the place. Oh, there you go. Tower to the dome, Jerry. So do you want to put in the comments what Tower to the Dome is all about, brother? So that people can understand why this is a magnetic center for two things. For free energy and for God consciousness. This is the only reason why they made these beautiful buildings in such a way, and now they make stupid ass square buildings because the Jesuits are trying to destroy our spirituality. Look at this. What are those squirrely little lines there? That's a torus field, folks. Magnetism. Okay? The glory of the ancient world, which was destroyed by the conquistadors who came here to pillage, plunder, and prostitute. And look at these guys with their mask. Hola señores, ¿se puede entrar en la iglesia? ¿Por qué? Soy turista, no se puede. Ajá. ¿Por la cuarentena? Ajá. Okay, so they're saying that because of the earthquake, you can't go in here anymore. Tourists cannot enter into this building because they had a big earthquake here, and it's you can see all the cracks. So now in here there will be something as well, I'm sure. Let me cross the road. I'd love to have a good camera. I'm just doing this on my iPhone, so it's very shonky, I know, and I don't even know how to do the horizontal. Every time I try to film horizontally, it doesn't work. Everyone's got their masks on. Scary virus around. Ooh boy. Not me. Every time I go in a shop, they jump up and down. Oh, where's your mask? Where's your mask? I say, oh, I don't have one. Oh, you can't enter. Oh, yes, but I just want to do this, or I just want to buy one of these things. Oh, okay. So there's ways of getting around it. And every time they ask you to wash your hands, I pretend to. I go up to the little soap thing. I pretend to put some soap in my hands, I pretend to clean my hands, and they all think that I've just complied. So there's ways of getting around this bullshit, folks. Back to my car. There's one more building I want to show you, and then I'm out. We're going to head back to Oaxaca. People are very, very clean. They're always showering, they're always washing their clothes, sweeping the front of their homes. They're always sweeping and cleaning. Puedes filmar esto a la derecha. Este edificio. There's another one, folks. La torre, la torre.
Santos, quiero comprarle algo a mis hijos antes.
Sí, cómo no.
¿Me puedes prestar una feria, Santos? Gracias, Santos.
¿Estás bromeando?
Quiero comprar unas ropitas a mis nenes.
No manches, hermano, claro. No mames.
No mames, güey.
Tú eres la neta, güey.
Me regañaron, ¿ves?
¿Cómo?
Con la grabación que hice, ¿ves? Se enojaron. Pero porque ellos quieren tener a la gente sometida.
Sí.
¿Ves? Yo no.
Sí.
¿Son ellos o no?
Sí.
Están bien locos, ¿no, Santos?
¿Ah?
Están bien locos, ¿no? Y que la gente que le cree esas basura, escoria del mundo.
This is the center of town.
Si quieres, me voy grabando y nos vemos allá en el negocio de tu amigo y me meto allá a grabar.
Ok.
Con tu teléfono. Y nos vemos allá con tu amigo.
¿Y dónde está el hotel?
Ah, no está en la hora de realidad. Ahorita venimos al centro.
Fílmale la iglesia.
Wow.
Órale.
Pero voy a hacer uno chingón y lo voy a dejar aunque me hagan lo que sea. No pasa nada.
Lo quitaste, ¿no?
Sí, lo quitaste tú. ¿Tú no lo quitas?
Yo no dije nada.
Yo nada más. Yo hablé mucho. Es que ya me caí cosas.
¿Derecho?
Derecho a la flecha. Y a la izquierda te bajas. luego en el otro lado. A la izquierda te metes, ¿ok?
Ok. Él abre a las 11.
Ok. Derecha la flecha. Y luego a la izquierda. Derecho la flecha.
Izquierda.
A la izquierda. Y luego a tu izquierda. Y esa es la calle donde está tu amigo. Paso de la flecha.
Te regañaron.
Sí, pero pégate, por ahí vamos a dejar el carro, ¿no?
Ajá, aquí.
Ajá, pégate en aquella camioneta. Aquí deja. No, ahí son entradas. Aquí. Aquí justo. Ese es un reversazo para.
Alrighty, dear friends, so thank you for joining me, and I will be doing some more lives possibly along the way. All the best, take care, much love.